Hey guys, Mr. Happy is Missing, bringing you what? What's this? It's Fire Emblem. It's Radiant Dawn. It's back. And I am also joined by.
Hi.
Hi.
Is that it? Is that my part? Am I done? Do I get to go home now?
Sure. You can go home now. I guess.
Okay. I'm still here. It was a trick.
Anyway, I'm joined by my friend Labyrinth Fox. I'm going to not be calling him that for the rest of the episode, but that's going to be the tag handle he's going to go by. Or something.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Sure. Anyway, so it's been 3.5 years since I have recorded an episode of Radiant Dawn.
When that happened, I was like this big. That's a lie, I was bigger than that.
Yeah, October 11th, 2013.
Oh god, I hadn't yet to graduate high school. Oh man.
No, I think we had graduated high school at that point.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
This was like, what?
Oh, beginning of freshman year then.
Yeah, this is the very beginning. Oh my god. I feel
dark
old.
Times. Dark times.
Triggered. Oh god, I feel so fucking old now. Jesus.
Anyways, enough about our lives. You're here to probably see some Fire Emblem.
So let's go ahead and get started with Chapter 2, Part 2. And as always, there's going to be some map commentary.
Insurrection erupts across Crimea. The wounds Crimea suffered during the conflict with Dain have finally begun to heal, and it should be rejoicing in its hard-won peace. How is it that the fires of rebellion have been lit? Bastion, Queen Elincia's most trusted advisor, widely acknowledged for his political savvy, is on a mission to Dain. And the Grail mercenaries, the original authors of Crimea's recovery, are nowhere to be found. Queen Elincia, close to despair, has nonetheless ordered the Crimean Royal Knights to restore order in Felire. Her only wish is to win the coming battle, so that she may stave off a civil war.
War never changes.
The war has changed.
Oh, I see. Chapter 3, Geoffrey's Charge. So, considering it's been 3.5 years, was there supposed to be talking bits here? I don't remember. I don't think there are.
In any case, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time, so voices are going to be different. Everything's going to be different. You probably, if you had seen 14 and then came to 15, you notice there's already a straight format change, because I'm not going to be running an intro or outro anymore, because Let's Play meta has changed pretty much, and I've adjusted to that, as with my Tales of Zeolia series, which is still ongoing.
So about the war never changing, the war has definitely changed.
Yeah. So, our units for this time are going to be Joffrey, Kieran, Astrid, Marcia, and Makalov. We'll probably get more into their stuff later. I'm still going to be doing the stats and base growth talk I generally do when we come across new characters. But yeah, no supports here because none of these units have fought, but we're going to go ahead and take care of info, and we got a bunch of 3 stars. Let's take a look at what we got in Khalil's shop.
Come on in.
May I?
Well, speak of the devil, if it isn't General Joffrey himself. I wouldn't have expected a visit since you're leaving tomorrow.
Oh god.
Hi, General Joffrey. What can we do for you today?
I was like adjusting my throat to go as high as I physically can, and I don't. Oh man, oh god, when's the Azuro? In my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Let's Play that I did a while ago. That's an example of how high my voice can go. I don't even know if I can still do that anymore, honestly. Sorry, Amy, but I'm not here as a customer.
Huh? Oh, I see why you're here. It's about time, too. I'm ready to string that blathering drunkard up by his heels.
Okay, I guess I should probably take another voice. Ta-da! Whoops! Who put that chair there? I could have been killed! Lady Khalil, you beckoned? Makalov, why are you drinking? You realize that tomorrow we have a battle to fight, yes? Greetings, General. My, you're looking even more dashing and handsome than usual, Your Excellency.
Good grief, that man is an embarrassment. Are you sure he's a royal knight? He's more like a pig pretending to fly. Why not put a dog in armor and call it Sir? Miss Khalil, that's not very nice. I think Sir Makalov deserves a little more respect than that.
Oh, Astrid.
Are you blind, Astrid? No, but Hinata is, who looks just like Astrid. It's night before our mission, and that fool is stinking drunk. Probably gambled his money away, too. And you follow him around mooning over him and cleaning up his messes.
Mooning, phrasing?
Do you have no pride, girl? What the man needs is someone to slap some sense to him. Perhaps I should... I've chosen to look after Sir Markolov. No one forced me into it, and it's really none of your business. You know, I'm really starting to wonder about your good upbringing. Of all the men out there, what possessed you to place your bets on such a shabby prospect? What did you just say? There is no gentleman in the land half as fine as Sir Makalov.
Oh, excuse me, I'm right here. But seriously, folks. Oh my. Alright, settle down, everybody. Keep this up and General's gonna pretend he doesn't know either of you.
Fine. I'm sorry. Alright, happy? So, what was it you needed with that ale-soaked oaf anyways?
I just wanted to go over our battle plan one last time before retiring. I heard you're going after the Duke of Fillory. You think you can handle him? Of course. He's been marshalling... I almost said marshmallowing. He's been marshalling his forces for quite some time now.
They're golden brown on the edges.
Which means our preparations will have to be flawless if we want to end this quickly. And smother it with chocolate. If only I were up to it. You know me. Ha! I'd crush him. I'd kick him apart.
Well, I suppose I could go. Somewhat of my wisdom and power is easily worth 2 of you clots.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Lamb Blossom. Like I always say, the best enemies are the ones that are on fire. I think I know what she is. I think she might be a fire mage. I'm sorry, but no. Although I do appreciate the enthusiasm.
I don't see the problem. Do you think I've gone soft? My magic is still top shape, I'll have you know.
No, it's just that I'm sure Queen Elincia wouldn't be pleased with civilians fighting against their countrymen.
I suppose you have a point. In that case, let Dividend join you. Dividend not a citizen of Crimea. Dividend will fight like 10 men.
He's not Devidan. He is Danved.
Danved.
He's definitely not Devdan. We swear. We swear, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Path of Radiance. Enough said. And actually, Devdan, what did you get here? Actually, General, this is not Devdan. This is my friend of mine, Danved.
It's true. People often make that mistake, but Danved is definitely not Dividend. Whoops.
I feel like we've had this... Oh, wait, we literally just did before the lines even came up. You look exactly like him. Doesn't he? Amazing, isn't it? Anyway, you can take him with you. Oh, no pressure, but the fate of our country depends on the Royal Knights. Good luck. Don't blow it.
Danved will fight like a bear, like a tiger. We don't need no Largo and Khalil, because Danved's pretty amazing.
I understand. I think. Thank you for your help.
Well, I suppose that's settled. It's time for you to discuss tomorrow's tactics. Good luck with that. As for that useless drunk, I'll have someone carry him over later.
Thank you.
Sir Makalov is not useless. How many times do I have to say it?
Astrid, it's about time you go back as well.
Yes, General. Forgive me. I'll hurry back as soon as Sir Makalov is feeling better.
Give me strength. The sooner the better. Poor Geoffrey.
Hey, we survived one.
Your Majesty, what are you doing with that lance?
I asked your servant for it, and he gave it to me.
Why would your Majesty, as Queen, do such a thing? Who know how tangled the web of rumors could become because of that?
Let the court say what it wishes. You are far more important to me than the whispers of nattering nobles.
For those who can't see, which is literally everyone, I've looked at,
I can't see! I'm blind! I'm blind!
I looked at Joel, just tilted down my glasses, gave him a few eyebrow raises. You guys can probably guess the relationship here, or what they're hinting at least. You don't need to say that.
Joffrey, I'm sorry.
I don't understand. What's wrong?
3 years ago, you fought to free Crimea from the clutches of Dain. While you held this lance, your courage was dauntless and your prowess legendary.
Yes, it's a brave lance, and I'm very proud of it.
I can't have you raise the same lance against your fellow people of Crimea. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Your Majesty is worried about the shadow it would cast over my name? The dishonor of using that weapon on Crimeans?
I would never want to damage your pride as a knight. It would be too much to bear.
Believe no such thing, Your Majesty. My pride as a knight is most deeply rooted in my service to you. That will never waver, no matter what. Elincia, you know that.
Then take your lance. Use it to fight for Crimea once again. Oh, that's really nice.
I'll say.
Forgive my tardiness, sir. Kyrian, second in command of the Royal Knights, at your service.
Sorry to disturb your rest.
Not at all! If it were your will, General, I would hasten to the very edge of the world that you're calling.
Kieran, I'm lucky to have such a devoted follower. This is no reward, but there's something I want you to have.
A silver axe? This is so sharp. Do you mean I can have it?
Do you like it?
Like it? My heart is ready to burst. I feel like I'm ready for a birthday, and I just gotta finish my first suit of armor.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it.
It will look fabulous on the mantle. My family will enjoy it for years to come. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Kieran, that's an axe, not a painting. Paintings are for mantles. Axes are for fighting. I want you to use that axe.
What? I couldn't!
And my axe. You can't refuse. It's an order.
Understood, sir. I promise I'll keep it well protected and free from scratches.
You're hopeless. Well, alright then. That's all of that, which, oh, right, that's the thing. Which means I think everyone has been given the proper things, and what? 7 equipment? I don't know, I'm so used to playing all the handhelds that I forgot that how many things they can actually hold.
It's 7.
Okay, that's what I thought. What the? What are... Okay, well, I guess it's a good time to take a look at what the hell we have in store. Alright, so... Okay, so we don't have anything spare in the convoy. What are you?
I think you sell it at the shop, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time since I've played this game.
I feel like that's... Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's a forging thing.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, how does he have coin? He just bought a whole bunch of booze.
Something lucky, something.
I suppose.
I don't know. Alright, so we have no supports, and we have added Dan Ved to our party of the 5, and I think that's going to be all for preparation? Like, I guess I could go to the armory and buy some stuff. We do have 20,000 gold to spend.
Honestly, wind edges are nice.
I can buy tomes even though I don't have a freaking tome user. Well, let's take a look at fucking who we got, right? Alright, so we have what? He's lance, he's axe, bow, sword, lance. We don't actually know what.
I believe he's a lance as well.
I guess we could check. Yeah, we could. Okay, yeah. So he's lance. Well, I've got to kill a lance already. All right, so 2 lance users, 3 lance users, 1 axe, 1 sword. So basically 1 of everything minus mages.
Gonna be really good against swords, fairly not so great against
axes. Yeah. All right.
Which is unfortunate, but we'll get into that later.
All right. God, it's been so long since I've played this game that I don't even know what's up and what's down anymore. Okay, so we are gonna buy the Wind Edge. We're gonna head over to Makalov.
Wind Edge, just good.
It's just good. Let's see here. I'm not even sure what, like, I need to, what? Okay, so, okay, I kind of,
a steel great lance. Dang.
I know, I still want to get him something, like an iron thing, or just a regular thing, because,
Honestly, the short spear might not be bad to use in that place.
because I'm not mistaken, these things have, like, some minus thing. Okay, yeah, it's got a hidden minus to speed, so I want to grab something that's not that.
Yep.
And I think the iron longbow is the same way. Oh no, it's just the 2 to 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, in which case, let's get everyone some more basic things. So we're going to get a steel sword. For our sword use.
One.
Well, he's gonna get 2 now, cause fuck it. We're gonna get a steel lance. We'll do one at a time, just to make sure I'm not handing out way more than I need. Okay, so.
If I'm not mistaken, the great lances also reduce speed.
Yeah, all of the great lances reduce speed. So we're gonna give Joffrey a regular steel lance. We're going to give Danved a regular steel lance. Marsha's good on her lances. Let's see. He was just given a silver, but I'm gonna give him an iron because those are pretty sturdy. So, and then she had what, a steel bow and a iron longbow. So I think she's going to be fine for everything. So I think that's going to be all the equipment things I want to do. So yeah, I think that means onwards. The gates of Castle Crimea.
Good luck. I'll sure to keep the palace safe. I'm sorry we couldn't allocate more troops for you. You'll be okay though, right?
Of course, we might even have too many. Actually, I'm more worried about the Queen's safety. Make sure the guards stay sharp.
Count on it. I'll maintain a tight watch in the area, and there is backup plan just in case.
Good. Hearing you reiterate that makes me feel better, I have to admit.
Remember, this isn't for glory. You'll be confronting our own people. Just do your job and come straight back.
Okay. Alright, Felray Camp. The Royal Knights have left the capital! We estimate roughly 4,000 soldiers are marching on Felray!
That means about 2,000 are left in the capital. That's more than I'd expect. I suppose it can't be helped. The column headed toward Fairley is primarily cavalry, is it not?
Yes, sir! Exactly as you surmised, sir!
In that case, the forces at the capital will be led by the Queen's confidant, Lady Lucia. This is most perfect. The soldiers remaining at Castle Felray have been given detailed instructions. False instructions, I might add. The dear pawns. They're so very heroic, and so very disposable.
Dun, dun, dun. But how do we know about the parts we're not there for?
That's a good question.
Debated? Oh boy, this is one hell of a map. We took a look beforehand, and this is going to be quite the adventure here.
Very, very glad we got Davan, not David, in here. General, all troops are in position. We're standing ready for the assault.
Thank you, Kieran. The majority of the castle vanguard appears to be common soldiers, and there's still no sign of Ludwig or any of his other subordinates?
Correct, sir. And the rest of them are a bunch of amateurs. You should see them flop around on their horses like ragdolls.
That's kind of gruesome, actually.
They won't last long against the finely tuned skills of Crimean royal knights.
Don't get overconfident now. Most of their forces are likely inside, waiting for us to exhaust ourselves out here.
Yes, good point, sir.
And the main gate? Have you seen it? It's over there. Breaking through that is not going to be easy. We must be patient.
Yes, sir.
And remember, we're not facing enemy soldiers. Yes, they're foolish enough to be lured into joining Ludwig, but they are fellow Crimean citizens. Her Majesty would prefer to capture these rebels alive and try to talk some sense into them.
I'm amazed, sir. Her Majesty's kindness is touching. I'll convey that to all of our men.
Listen up! We're to sweep aside the rebels and punch through the fortress gate. Her Majesty wants as many lives to be spared as possible. Set lances! All forces charge! But first, let's go ahead and do some setup. Okay, so that's what the empty slot was for.
Yep.
I kind of figured that there was something we're missing. And that answer is Devdan, who is a halberdier, the evolved soldier. Alrighty then, so we got what? Lance, axe, sword, axe. So we want to keep our swords probably over here. So we'll shove Makalov a little bit further to the left than he already was. We got lances and axes here. So
We can
mostly
match
lances.
that.
Yeah, we can match with lances. Kieran's already got the axe to do that. Jeffrey, I can't actually move. The sword users are a little bit less powerful, but I just still need to be careful of that. But most importantly, I'm going to care less about that guy right here. There we go. And we're going to care more about these guys, because we got some ballista that we got to deal with.
And a Falcon Knight on the theme, which makes things rather interesting if she gets too close.
Uh-huh. So basically, we're going to keep her out of that area until we can take care of these suckers. It's going to be more important that we basically just get them to flank and then we can, like, remove them. As a side note, they're... yeah, okay, so they got stone hurlers too, which means that they're going to be hurling even more. So there's actually a hidden third ballista right here as well.
Yeah, it also looks like it's going to have to be a slow, methodical battle here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't afford to rush.
And we have a bunch of fodder. And you say we don't have to rush, and we shouldn't rush, but I'm probably going to rush ahead because I want to try to distribute as much experience as I possibly can among my units and not have it get eaten by these units. We do have a healer right here, at least. He's, unfortunately, again, we're not going to be able to control him. Actually, I wonder... I feel like there were tactics for yellow units, maybe not. Or maybe that was green, I don't remember. I don't remember this game as well as I would like. Let's see here. So, yeah, so we got 6 of us, 10 of our allies, 42 rebel forces.
Oh, baby, the triple.
Alright, we're gonna drop a save somewhere. Yeah, we'll just drop a new save down here.
Just construct additional save slots.
Apparently. Okay, let's go ahead and fight it out. Alright. I have not lost anyone up to this point, so I plan on keeping it that way. Alright, so...
What's the range of the secondary wave? It's an important thing to keep track of. Okay, so
we can... range. Yeah, so basically we're going to have Wave 1, which is going to be these 8. Wave 2 is probably going to be... basically everything's kind of sectioned off already, in that sense. Crossbowmen. Alright, keep those in mind. So, I guess I'll go ahead and leave those there. Let's see. I think it's going to be hard for them to get through at least. I think that's probably why...
Falcon Knight's relatively safe for now, but if I remember correctly, her base stats are just generally lower because she's a Falcon Knight. Yep,
actually that's something to discuss. Let's go ahead and take a look at everyone's stats here. Alright, so first we got our Blade Paladin Makalov.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, apparently. So, as per 3.5 years ago, I'm still going to be doing their growths. We're still going to do a little bit of discussion. My more in-detail thoughts are going to be up on the screen. Because I like doing that during post after I really get a good look at their actual growth rates. Because I don't look those up beforehand, even though I should for better discussion. But that's beside the point. So yeah, this is Makalov. His bases at the very least look good. I can't remember his growths one way or another, because I do remember looking at all of them for all the characters at some point or another. He's not one that I have used, though, extensively, but from what I can see, at least, he looks like he's going to be pretty good. He's got a high luck cap, decent skill and speed, and pretty good strength. His magic is, well, Garbo, but that's to be expected.
From what I remember, he's a fairly middling character. Fairly decent bulk and fairly decent damage, but his resistance is something to leave something wanted.
All right, we'll keep that in mind and move on to the next unit, which I have to press up for. Astrid. As we were discussing earlier, she was much better in Path of Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't she not a bow paladin actually in Path of Radiance?
I don't remember correctly. I didn't get all the way through Path of Radiance, but I do know that unfortunately she's quite mediocre in this game.
Yeah, she's got a decent stat line. Her resistance, I think, is actually a little bit higher than the other units.
Her resistance is higher than average, but unfortunately in this game, especially for the maps you get her on, there's not much magic users to go around. She's mostly going to have to rely on her, unfortunately, very poor defense.
Yeah, and she is a bow user, so that's kind of why there's a lack of defense here. Her luck is also high. Skill and speed are also kind of high as well. But yeah, her defense is probably going to be something else to be desired, and I'm going to assume her growth for it's probably not going to be all that great either.
Unfortunately, her strength is also middling to subpar as well.
And her speed is also a little bit lacking for this point in the game based off of what we've seen from other units. She's going to double some of the, not too many of the units actually, and she's going to just single the rest of them.
Useful for picking units doing chip damage, but other than that, you really want to keep her in the back lines in most cases.
Well, that's bow users in general. Anyway, Kieran, he's looking pretty sexy here.
Absolutely, sir. Anything you say, sir. I'll do anything for you, sir.
Yeah, he is an axe user, so he's going to be starting off with naturally higher strength. His skill and speed, though, are nothing to sneeze at, so he's going to actually be hitting a lot of the things that he swings at, which is something different for axe users.
I'm fast, sir. I'm rather proud of that.
Yeah, so, although...
Also notable, the beefy defense as well.
Oh, yeah. His resistance is going to be much more lacking compared to the other units, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Even though paladins are generally known for their higher resistances, actually, or at least in the later games, at least.
Absolutely. Fortunately, there aren't very many magic users, especially on this map. As a matter of fact, are there any magic users?
I don't think there are. I think everyone's physical of some sort, so...
Fortunately, defense really matters here, and unfortunately for Astrid, resistance just doesn't come into play.
Yeah, and I'm going to get... Oh, actually, now that I'm looking at it, his speed and skill caps are actually a little bit lower than some of the other units we've taken a look at, so I guess that's something to keep in mind.
Poor growth, but definitely good starting.
Alright, so about Geoffrey, the god, the man, the legend. He's actually starting out really close to his skill cap and his strength cap for that matter, but then again, he is a level 15 promoted unit.
He's close to his level cap, essentially.
Yeah, so it's not surprising to see most of his stats actually capped out, with the exception being, luck, defense, magic, but who uses magic nowadays, am I right? So yeah, he's looking pretty good. He's probably going to actually eat a lot of the experience just because I think everyone else is a little bit lower level. Yeah, Makalov 7, Astrid's 2, Kieran's 11. So Geoffrey is going to be our highest level unit here. I'm going to be using him, but I'm going to be shying away from trying to feed him experience just because he is already well equipped.
Similar to Titania in the beginning of the game.
Pretty much. And Marcia, our Falcon Knight, who's already got a little bit of experience under her belt because of Chapter 1 in this part. So she's rocking level 541. Jesus, her luck is high. She's definitely got a lot of room to grow. If I'm not mistaken, all of her ghosts are actually pretty decent. She just comes in at a relatively low starting point in the game.
Typical of Falcon Knights, starting out fairly weak, starting off fairly low, but any kind of Pegasus Rider generally has good growth, so... Yeah. Expect to see a lot out of this character if they can be fed experience.
And all things considered, her defense is actually pretty solid as far as, the flying units go.
It's middling, but it's really made up for with the speed and skill, as well as having the potential for high luck.
And like most Falcon Knights and Pegasus Knights and whatnot, the resistance is pretty decent. Unfortunately, it's not going to come into play here, but it might come into play later. Yeah, but she's even got 16 strength, which is definitely not bad for a Pegasus Rider, but she's still got a little bit to go.
Absolutely. Room to grow, lots of ways to improve. Hopefully she gets good rolls in her levels, because she can become a fierce unit in the endgame.
Yeah, actually relate her to a little bit to Est in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, who comes in with low bases, but has a lot of room to grow. It's probably the best if you can feed her the experience.
Absolutely. Lots of parallels here.
Anyways, and we're going to talk with our newly acquired Dan Ved, who's rocking that skill, that speed, pretty good defense. He's looking just really solid.
Solid unit all around. If I remember correctly, his growths aren't that great, and his caps are middling to high. But he's just a solid unit all around. He's going to be fairly useful in general.
That crit, though. Granted, it's with the Killer Lance equipped, but still, he's a high skill unit, definitely.
Will be very, very useful for the last unit in this particular map, a sword user of high crit as well.
Yep, we might be able to one-shot him with Danbed. And anyway, and Makalov, I think we've actually gone through everyone.
Yep, we've looped back around now.
Alright, which means we can actually start going, and here's our boss here, Tashoria, who's rocking the Wodow, which is a high crit weapon. He's got high skill and speed, so it's going to be a single-on-single combat.
His defense isn't lacking either, but that luck is definitely a target here.
Oh god, he can get crit real hard. Anyway, let's go ahead and start here. So 6 units, they have 8 in their first wave. We're going to charge ahead and see what we can't take out.
Yep. Danbed might just be our finisher here, honestly.
Alright, so we're doing 12 here. Let's see how we're doing over here. 14.
Generally, cavalry are going to have lower stats than most other units, except for the defenses. So.
Who's the one with the 11 speed here? That guy. So I'm just going to make sure that this is indeed the 4 speed higher is the doubler. Yep. Okay.
There it is.
And actually, she's going to one go at her. Okay, so
just be careful to protect her from other units moving forward.
Yeah, I'm keeping that in mind.
So he can be taken out, but I'd take out the others first.
All right. So I'm probably going to split them 3 and 3 here. So we'll have Marcia, Astrid, and Makalov do a thing. So let's focus on this axe user who's got a little bit higher attack here.
That's looking very good.
I think that'll do it. Alright, let's go ahead and initiate. First combat in a very long time.
Oof!
Are you fucking kidding me? 15% and he oh my goodness gracious.
You baited!
Oh man, already, and this is already rigged. Oh right, I forgot they get to move after.
They get their additional movement afterwards as well.
Yeah, what up, dude? That's gonna
negative weapon triangle, but
negative in the weapon triangle, but it's going to kind of cut him off from Astrid a little bit.
Absolutely.
I think even though he's probably gonna walk around that anyway, or maybe not. We'll see. Okay, so you're an axe user, which is unfortunate, but oh wait. No, but Astrid's going to take out the axe user.
Yep, absolutely.
So we're going to have Marcia deal with this guy right here.
Sounds good. But actually, place her to the right. It just gives more distance. Well, never mind.
Let's see. I'm trying to think because Astrid's probably going to go right here. This might actually putting Marcia here might just cut off this other guy from reaching Astrid.
Absolutely.
Okay, Steel Lance it is.
I was concerned about the Lance user on the right. Then again, he can probably be taken out.
There we go. There's the miss.
Oh yeah, I remember using this unit a lot more often now. Upon looking at her model, I remember she becomes a beast with the late game with that experience. Absolutely love that unit.
Right, actually, we can.
Yeah, I definitely.
So if we put, let's see, Astrid's going to be attacking from here. So putting him earlier will give him less options for movement. All right, Astrid. Show them what you're made of.
Man, she looks just like Hinata from Naruto, though.
I guess yeah, except, you know, she's wearing armor, and none of the ninjas do, generally speaking. Yeah, I was actually curious who you're referencing, but now that you mention it, yeah, I can definitely see it. Wow, she got a lot of experience. Then again, she is only a level 2 promoted, so she's going to be getting a lot of experience here. Oh, I can move her, too.
Yep. Unfortunately, her stats are just go, though. Honestly, where she's at isn't too hard. Maybe a tiny bit more north, depending on... Yeah, because if you can take out that quicker lance, the generals won't be able to reach her.
I think they will, actually.
Oh, check their movements. Can you?
Actually, yes I can. Move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy will not be able to reach her where she's currently at. He will, but I'm probably going to take out these 3 units.
That's the lance unit on the top is what I'm concerned about primarily. Yeah, that one.
Can't reach.
Nice.
So if I just take out these 2, then actually no, not even this guy because of the thicket here. I forgot.
Yeah.
So actually, if I just kill this guy, then Astrid's probably not going to attack this. Oh no, she still is. In which case, I might shift over to Geoffrey, take out this guy, and then I just deal with this lance user, and then
honestly, Dev Dan just has good stats. Danbed, excuse me, has good enough stats to really handle most of anything right now.
see. You're a lance user. So you're both lance users.
They're all lance users except for one axe user. I think on the far right is the general. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have... Right, that's the thing you can do. But no thanks.
Oof.
That's
You might not even need that. See, there's a lighter weapon you could use. That'll still KO.
The iron's going to be a little short, unfortunately.
Yeah. What about the silver axe?
Like...
I'm just concerned about hit chance, but none of them give him a bonus to dodge, so you're fine.
I don't think I want to use the silver. I don't think. Actually, the silver's technically a little worse attack-wise, better hit-wise. I don't know. I think I still want to use the steel pole axe
I
here.
agree here.
Alright. Wreck some face. Easy peasy. Squeezy lemon. Yes, I said those in the wrong order. Okay. And
I'd rather if he experienced a Dan bed than,
hit rate's gonna be a little higher, but...
Can you one-shot him with the Iron Great Lance?
The answer to that is still no. So we're just gonna go with the steel lance here.
Sounds good.
It's the most basic weapon, so.
Oh!
Top keck. He does have an 8% just base.
And if I remember, his luck stat is not bad either.
Oh no, his luck is actually pretty solid. Alright, and that leaves us with Geoffrey. And we're just gonna...
Just place him there, honestly. I'd have the other soak experience. If you just place him there, you can't attack Astrid.
That's true, but...
Your call. Do you want others to get the experience and potentially take a little bit more damage, or do you want to...
I don't want the other units to come into play here,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna go ahead and just go at this. And this way I can actually kind of gauge like where he is in terms of experience seeding. It's still not bad. Most everyone else is also getting 18, so you can still feed Geoffrey a little bit of experience.
Ooh, direct.
Yeah, can you guys just like fuck off over here?